Oh crap, that's blinding. I just wanted to know about the disfellowshipping people.
Disfellowshipping people?
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
Well, I don't know, but apparently people, if they do something bad, they get disfellowshipped.
Yeah, it's got to be like they went and had an affair with someone else. Right? If, like myself and if like Dale here, right, if we decided to run off, we'd both get disfellowshipped. But it's not only that, it all depends on their actions or what they do, if it doesn't meet Bible standards.
What was the question?
They wanted to know about disfellowshipping.
Oh, I see, yeah. It's really about people's attitude, if they don't want to do things the right way. But if they do, there's not a problem.
What happens if a mum gets disfellowshipped? What happens with the children?
What happens to the children?
Like, do they still get to the meetings and stuff like that?
Well, it would be, mum can still arrange to for someone to take them to the meetings, or she can take them to the meetings and drop them off, or she can contact the elders in the congregation and they'll arrange for someone to do it. Did you want to still go to meetings?
No.
Not really? No.
So was your mum disfellowshipped this year?
Yeah, a long time ago. I just don't like the fact that people shun her.
Yeah.
They what?
They shun her.
Yeah,
They
when
shouldn't
you
shun
say
her.
when you say shun, what do you mean?
No one would talk to her, no one would look at her.
Oh, I always talk.
Yeah, in what situation is that though? Because we should be still kind to people who are no longer Jehovah's Witnesses.
Like, we can still talk to her, but we just can't talk religion with her.
Spiritual things.
Like, we can say, oh, how you going? You know, oh, what have you been up to? And all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to spiritual things, we can't speak to her about that.
How does your mum feel about all that?
Oh, well, she's upset because one of her friends killed herself this year because
Oh.
they got disfellowshipped.
Sorry,
People
so
died.
it's one of your mum's friends that's disfellowshipped, is it?
No, she's disfellowshipped as well.
Your mum.
And the elders would, everyone in our congregation, I can't speak.
Yeah.
Anyway, everyone would not talk to her or look at her, and people would think bad things about her.
What's your congregation anyway?
Whereabouts do you live? Close by here?
Yeah.
Beenleigh.
Oh, I think it's Bethania.
Oh, it could be there. We're in the local one. But it should be what it is for the person to realise that they need to live their life by God's standards, and if they're not prepared to do it, then they can't be known as Jehovah's Witnesses. But for us, who are other witnesses, we should still be kind to those people, because, you know, what we aim is for them to come back. So if anyone's not talking to them, it would be because in the congregation we don't spend time with people who aren't prepared to do things God's way.
But Jesus wouldn't do that kind of stuff.
Jesus, no, he would always be kind, and we should be kind to people like that as well. So I don't know who's shunning her, but you know, you can still talk to people like who are disfellowshipped. You can still talk to them, and people shouldn't be rude. They shouldn't turn away. You should a nice little smile to people, an understanding smile, because it's not an easy time.
Well, when my mum was disfellowshipped, people would also not talk to me either.
No, that's not right at all. How long ago was that?
Last year.
Last year. No, that's not right at all. In what situation was that? Were you in a meeting?
Well, they would say that they would take me places, but they never would.
They'd take you places, but they wouldn't.
Yeah, like, they'd go witnessing with me, but none of them did.
But that's not right. That fault would lie with that person who's doing that, who didn't do that. Because if you wanted to go out witnessing, or you wanted to go somewhere, then there's nothing amiss with you doing that, and they should have been kind to you and done that. So sometimes people can have a misunderstanding of the way things should be done.
Is there like a website I could go to?
There sure is.
jw.org.
I know a better website.
got a little card here. JW.org is, you can ask that question, and it's not from people who've got any bitterness, it's from people, that's a little card there, that's the site JW.org.
Ah.
But it's from, what you want is questions answered from the Bible.
You don't.
Well,
Your
JW
writing might be better
Oh,
than
no,
mine.
sorry, I was just getting a little.
Oh, right out. Okay.
JW.facts is way better.
Is it facts?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it a reliable site, and do they base their comments on the Bible?
Yeah, you should visit it.
Okay, I haven't heard of it, but I know that's a reliable site, and all the questions that are asked and answered there are from the Bible's viewpoint, and that's what we have to look at. And disfellowshipping is from the Bible's viewpoint. It's not something from us personally, but what we have to do as fellow witnesses is remember to be kind to people, because what we'd like them to do is to come back to the meetings and to come back to doing things. And so, I'm sure if your mum wants to talk to any of the elders sometime,
She doesn't. She's not going to come back.
isn't she? Well, that's obviously made you quite unhappy, other people's attitude and opinions, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You're very, very disappointed.
Has Paris texted you?
But please remember that it is really a kindness in people being like that, because we want them to realise that to be one of Jehovah's Witnesses, they need to conform to the standards in the Bible. And so it's really to make them realise that if they want to be a witness again, they need to conform to that and just sort of be repentant for what they've done. But for children and for other family members, you've done nothing wrong. People, if they're not being kind to you, are not doing the right thing. And it's it's a shame that that's happened. But please have an open mind and have a look at that website and ask the questions on that.
Make sure to visit the other website though.
Okay, thank you.